Kelowna real estate market just got a lot more interesting. From a surprise sales surge to a massive mortgage rate drop, October's numbers are turning heads right now. And are we seeing the market hitting the bottom? And what does it mean right now for buyers and sellers in the marketplace? We're going to get into that in the real estate market statistics for October of 2024. Stay tuned to the end because you're going to want to make sure and see what the predictions are coming for the remainder of the year. If you're looking to buy, sell, do anything in the real estate market. Hey everybody, it's Mark Kuntz here with Selling Kelowna Real Estate Group. And if you're deciding when the right time is to buy, sell, invest in the real estate market, you're in the right place. I'm going to help you through it. And if you are looking to get market information there, make sure you sign up below in the link. There is a link to our weekly email. All right, without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. So let's just start here now with active listings. And so last month we saw a drop in listings from 3,798 listings in September to now just 3,551. So we saw a decrease of about 6.5% in the active number of listings. But here's the sale. The kicker is also sales actually jumped. So we went from 270 sales in September now up 114 sales to 384 in October. So we're really seeing fewer homes on the market and demand is also picking up. We're heading into the normal seasonal slowdown. So we're going to likely continue to see listings come off the market as we're heading into December. And so we could expect that months of inventory and the inventory to continue to drop heading into December and January. And with that drop in listings and the rise in sales, I used a combination of both. We saw the months of inventory fall pretty fast. So I dropped from 14 months of inventory in September down to 9 months of inventory. So we're getting into more of a healthy balance market in the marketplace based on the current demand. And where there wasn't a whole lot of demand in the previous months, we're now starting to see that demand come back. And it's bringing down that months of inventory mixed with the seasonal slowdown and inventory coming off the market. So buyers, essentially, what does this mean for you? You're going to have less options to choose from as you're heading into end of November, into December and January. There's going to be fewer and fewer opportunities for buying it. So this could be a signal that the market is shifting towards a seller's market again. We're not quite there yet. Got a lot of room to go from there, but it is seeing that slight shift. And we'll see what happens as well in the spring. 1 month doesn't make a trend. So we are going to continue to watch this as we're heading through. Next up, we're going to look at the total sales volume and compare it to where we were from previous years. So great that we had an increase in sales, but what is actually transacting? Is it the low end stuff? Because we had previously high. So next up, let's talk about the total sales volume. October sales volume shot up from 220 million last year, another 100 million more than October of last year. So these numbers are something we normally expect in spring and not this time in fall. So we're hitting spring numbers right now for overall total volume in sales. So that is seeing that there is a little bit more for sellers. That means there is a little bit more interest right now in the marketplace and what we're seeing selling. There's a little bit more confidence. And we'll get into why the confidence is maybe back in the end of the movie. So pricing, what it really matters into your pocketbook. With the pricing, the average sale price is actually flat from where it was compared to last year. So this could be actually the signal that everybody's been looking for, that is maybe we've hit the bottom in terms of pricing. Buyers are going to now maybe be that were previously afraid of pulling the trigger at risk of purchasing and home prices come down further, might be seeing that home prices have potentially bottom. Again, 1 month doesn't make a trend, but there is this signal in the marketplace that we could have maybe reached the bottom now. But keep in mind, for perspective, sellers who bought in 2020 and the average price was around $915,000, they're still holding about $200,000 worth of equity. So we're seeing the average sale for single family home prices at $1,115,000. And that equity is something that could be put. When you look at the overall types of home prices, so this is including apartments, townhomes, and single family homes, all blended in together when you're looking at the overall average price point in the central Okanagan, October was $836,000 for the average. So that is actually higher than what it was last year and pretty well in line with 2021 and 2022 levels, where there was 842. The average price point was 842,000 in 2021, and the average price point in 2022 was 839,000. So we're really just right in that same range there, and up from 689,000 that was in 2020. So we've also, on the average home price sales for everything, seen it increase drastically in the last 4 years. So here's where things are getting interesting. And this is where we just saw a fourth consecutive mortgage drop with a mega drop of only 5%, the decrease in this latest round of rate drops. We could see that happen again. And this is really showing a boost of potential affordability and potential increasing that demand. And with most of the provincial election behind us and the American election happening today as I'm filming this. So we don't have the results of the American election yet, but that could have and potentially give Canada a little bit more stability and driving more interest in the marketplace. So there's also potential rate drop coming in December. And when looking at the real estate stats, I included in the real estate stats, but a lot of people want to focus what's the days on market. They are dropping slightly, but I wouldn't put too much stock in those numbers because seeing a lot of properties being taken off the market and relisted, this can definitely skew all the statistics. So what's the bottom line? October was a big month and unexpected moves happening. So we saw an increase in sales where we didn't see that all summer, and falling inventory coming off the market. So we had originally reached near peak inventory, and now we're starting to see the inventory come off the market a little bit, and mortgage rates are on its way down. So we're seeing a trifecta of everything happening, which potentially with the reduce, if demand continues to be up, and we're seeing government intervention with mortgage rules becoming a little bit more easy coming in December and January with mortgage rules. Watch another video and reach out. I do have information on the new mortgage rules. So shoot me a text message, call me, email me, whatever you need to do, and I can get you more information on the mortgage changes happening, because those are something you might want to be taking advantage of. And as we're watching that and making sure that we take advantage of those mortgage decisions, if you're considering buying and selling, now is a really important time to stay informed, especially with more rate drops coming. These government incentives to make mortgage lending and getting mortgages easier, it's just going to increase the potential that home prices could go up, because it's making home and mortgages in higher price points more attainable. Essentially what it's doing, it is likely going to continue to drive the demand and push those prices up. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe for more market information. And if you're interested in buying and selling in Kelowna, please reach out and let's find out a perfect fit for you in this shifting market. See you in the next video.